I am going to show you how to join Mastodon.org, and this is a decentralized version of Twitter, which is microblogging. It is a decentralized microblog social networking that's not for sale. Mastodon is not a single website. It uses servers. This is why it is decentralized. This is exactly what they mean by being decentralized. They give you a search filter for you to find which server you would prefer to use. I personally prefer all regions and basically a general topic, which means that I am going to be suggested Mastodon.social, which is arguably the most popular server, but there are so many servers out there. Select Create Account on your chosen server. You will be presented with rules on how your chosen server expects you to operate. After you have read them, select Accept. Now, as you see, I have already built my own profile, but building a profile on your chosen server is quite easy to do. I am going to go through the mobile browser version of this. And public profile is where you select your username, your bio, your avatar picture, your front page picture, and your links, which are quite awesome because you can verify your links through this system, and I will go through that in detail and all of the sites that you can verify your links through as of the filming of this video. I am currently using 4 verified links. One for Blogspot, one for Threads, one for my Gravatar account, and one for my GitHub account. And I will show you in detail how to do this later in this video. So we're going to move on to your favored hashtag or your featured hashtags. And personally, my topics are keto, atheist, carnivore, how to, and crypto. Seems to be my most popular hashtags, so I decided to go ahead and display them on my public profile. And we're going to go to appearance, and this gives you all kinds of filters and choices of whether you want to autoplay animated GIFs and so on and so forth. Always remember to select Save Changes whenever you change anything, otherwise you're going to waste your time messing around clicking check boxes. We're going to move on to notifications, and you can decide when, where, and how you want your notifications to be done, and make sure that you save changes. Now we're going to move on to other and all kinds of filter options that you can choose, filter languages, and all sorts of stuff. Take your time, scroll through, find what you prefer, and as always, make sure to select Save Changes when you are done. That's a lot of languages. Of course, Mastodon is worldwide. We're going to move on to follows and followers. And this is how you decide who's following you, who you wish to get rid of, and all other kinds of filter options that you can choose from. And we're going to move on to filters in general. And you can actually build your own filters here and get rather specific with it. This is the nice thing about this decentralized platform. It is a lot more customizable than a centralized Twitter or Facebook. And I'm not going to step through all the options that you got because there's so many. So we're going to move on down to automated post deletion. And you got to remember, because this is decentralized, sometimes things do not instantly happen. There is a consensus system that this decentralized platform uses, and it takes time for full consensus to be reached. So whatever big changes you make sure to have patience with it. Now you also have account settings, and it also shows the IP addresses of devices that have logged in, which I have blocked, but this is a way of telling whether or not you have been hacked. You also have two-factor authentication and other security methods available, but this is the direct way of telling whether or not somebody that you don't know is on your profile doing things you don't want them to do. And you also got options on moving from server to server or deleting your account. And this is the two-factor authentication, and I suggest using both. I suggest using the authentication app and security keys. And I'm not going to show you the authentication app, but I'm going to go ahead and run through the security keys with you, and we're going to select edit. And as you can see, I have quite a few security keys here, but this is how you edit your keys. I'm going to go ahead and delete one of my keys. And once that's done, it will verify that it has been deleted. And let's go back into the security keys again, and we're going to add new security key. Now you have to have a physical security key to be able to do this, and I'm going to go and rename it the same way. And if you have NFC, you can just tap it on the back of your phone. I'm using a tablet, so I'm plugging it directly in, and when you see the golden disc shining, you touch it, and now you have registered a physical hardware key, so that if somebody steals your password, that password is useless unless they have this physical hardware key to use. They will not be able to get into your profile. This is good security. This is how you keep from being hacked. Use this option often. Now, your authorized applications, this also shows what you have authorized for your applications and what may look suspicious to you. At import and export, another wonderful thing about this being decentralized is that you can pull down reports and histories of everything that you have ever done in this decentralized platform and request your archive, as they say it. And you can be rather specific about how you want to request it. And okay, here's a way you can invite people. Now, I'm going to show you how to deactivate it, which is simple. You just deactivate your invite link. And then you can go ahead and use the filters up top to decide whether or not how you want to filter your invite link. And once you've got it set the way you like, select Generate Invite Link. And now you have a customized filtered invite link that you can use for certain groups at certain times, and you can build as many customized ones that you wish. Now we're going to move on to development, and I'm not going to mess with the development here. If you are a developer, you already know what you're looking at, and this is not what this video is about. We can log out. If you are not using a password manager, I highly suggest you use a password manager, and I'm going to use that new hardware key that we just installed. And just to make sure my security is working good, and it is working fantastic. Someone tries to steal my password, they're not getting in, regardless. Select your public profile, and I'm going to show you how to verify your websites on Mastodon.social. In the extra fields, you'll see that there are 8 boxes for you to put text in. The one on the left is the title box, and the one on the right is the link box. We're going to go up and select verification, and in the middle where it says copy, there is a text box, and you need to copy that entire code and make sure that it is not broken when you use this on the sites. We are going to go to an HTML based site, which is Blogger in this situation, and we're going to select theme, and we are going to edit the theme, or in this case, edit the HTML of the theme. And we're going to go up into the metadata of the top of the coding and find where it says document HTML, and you know it, you're at the top, then find head and keep moving down until you find meta. And then once you find the last meta, we're going to go ahead. I like to put notes in. It says verify Mastodon. And then this is where you add the link in. It doesn't have to be on line 14. It just has to be at the bottom of the meta. You can probably put it anywhere in the head, but I like to try to keep my code organized. As you can see, I have kept the entire unbroken link with the all-important rel equals me, which helps verify it, and once it has been fully read through the decentralized system, you will see the check mark, And now to do this, you need to make sure that you have a proper link pointing back to the site that you edited the HTML on. You don't even need HTML. You can use DNS on your address name server and go in to the domain custom records and select host name. Now you can put an @ there if this doesn't work, but this works just fine by leaving it blank for me. And for the type, you're going to want to select TXT, and in the data, you're going to post that rel.me link, the same link that you use for HTML, and then you're going to save it. Now remember, DNS takes time for it to get through the system. Just as much as Mastodon being decentralized, that does take some time as well. So this could take an hour or so before you see the verified check mark. Now, me personally, I've never seen it take so long. It's instantly verified as soon as I've done this. You want to go back and make sure that you did get your setup right, and you want to type in website, and then you want a proper link pointing back to the address that you put this text into. And once you've done that, double check to make sure that you have put all the links in proper, and you should show on your Mastodon as a verified link to that website. So now you can redirect that website anywhere you want, and it will always be verified, which is nice. That comes in handy as well. So you don't always have to have an HTML site. Now the easiest part with Threads is also using this Mastodon, something similar to Mastodon's decentralized system. So all you have to do is just put your Mastodon link in the link section of your Threads, and then go back to your Mastodon, double check it, make sure that you do have that link showing and it's full link. You don't have to use that rel.me link. All you have to do is just have a link pointing to your Mastodon profile, and then on your Mastodon profile, you want to make sure you have a Threads link pointing to your Threads link. And if it is done correctly, it should show up as a green check mark. And if it doesn't, I found it sometimes using capital letters for a domain name or something winds up messing it up. Now also, you can link back to your Gravatar account, and Gravatar also does validated links, and this is the same system that you did for Threads. You're going to go into your Gravatar account, select your verified services, and then choose a Mastodon option. As you can see, I've already done that, and type in not the rel.me link, but just the URL pointing to your Mastodon service. And then you're going to go back to your Mastodon service and do the same thing on your edit profile. You're going to do the same thing in your extra fields to make sure that it is pointing back to your Gravatar profile. These are very simple ways to validate and get a green check on your public profile for your Mastodon account. So that's 3 accounts that we've done so far. Now I'm going to show you how to do GitHub. You go to GitHub and you do the same system. You're going to edit your profile on your GitHub, and you're going to scroll down to social accounts, and then you are going to cut and paste your Mastodon URL to your profile into the social account options for your GitHub account, and make sure you save that. And now you're going to go back to your Mastodon account and select edit profile and do the extra fields again, and make sure that the link that you are using points directly to your GitHub profile. I am a big fan of Mastodon verified links and verified services.